Hello and welcome to the Outer Worlds. There is something wrong with this sign. Thank you. And better. Okay. Right, we have to deliver something, I believe. Right there. Let us get to it. Just increasing the sound a little bit so I can hear what I'm doing. I have a hammer. Now, once we enter this place, I'm gonna see if I can purchase some lockpicks from the merchant. Taron the Monarch, the Root Baumai as Halicon Helen, Spacer Woodridge as Chief of the Savages.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
So tuna, taste it now, you can never go back.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
You're taking enough of a risk trusting me.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I have that medicine you wanted.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
Should I give it to you?
Haven't decided? I hired you. The nature of your employment requires you to deliver in my hand some genuine anthracillin.
Anthracillin is worth a lot to the right buyer.
You're right, it is. Can't blame a mercenary for trying to make a profit.
Okay, I'm actually kind of curious to see. Who can I sell it to? You found a catch of experimental anthracillin in the Emerald Vale Community Center. Maybe if I speak with the big boss, he can give me some money.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider. Go ahead.
Have you taken a look around your town lately?
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the Vales spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the Vale will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
You're awfully loyal to Spacer's Choice.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
Sure, but your town is falling apart.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Doesn't make it any less true.
I expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, Here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. Go ahead.
What makes you think I can convince those deserters to come back?
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
You say it's your fault. Can you elaborate a little? Okay, sometimes people move on, is the way of things.
Scripture tells us we all have our purpose in the world. Our work shows us that purpose. We should not have to move on from it. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
I should go. Request Reed's key card. Okay, I can shoot him and take it, or I can pickpocket him if I have the skills, which I don't yet. I mean, what? Oh, so that's what this is for. It doesn't stop time, it just slows it down. I bet this can't be exploited anyway. I need to go and sleep.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I know how you feel.
Okay, let's give him the cash.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Oh, thanks. The cantina. You have a quest for me?
Hold on. Just a... Shh.
What are you doing?
Shh. You hear that?
Right, I get it. You're quirky. Want to wrap this up?
I'm sorry. I just get wrapped up in things. Sorry.
What do you do here?
I fix busted stuff. I got wrenches over there, diagnostics yonder, a big power lift in the floor. Oh, I could show you the pneumatic press if you want. Sometimes I use it to smoosh cans of cell tuna. Don't tell Mr. Thompson that.
I meant in town, not in the garage.
Aside from keeping the cannery running, I fix most anything that's got busted. Loaders, computers, doors. One time, I got to work on a freighter with a bad thruster block.
Right. I still have no interest in speaking to you ever again. I'm looking for the general goods store.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Something to report?
I found this catch of medicine. I thought I should turn it in.
Anthracillin, huh? That's an anti-Cleo product. I appreciate your vigilance on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I'll make sure this medicine goes to where it's most needed.
You owe me a reward.
You are, of course, entitled to a reward for assisting in the apprehension of any contraband. Your compensation and your receipt. Spacer's Choice wishes you a productive shift.
You should know that Abernathy asked me to steal this medicine for him.
Martin Abernathy. Interesting. I'll see to it that charges are filed against him.
What kind of charges?
Being stupid enough to hire a freelancer who turned him in. It's a punishable offense. All Spacer's Choice workers are expected to be exemplary judges of character. Mr. Abernathy has failed to meet these standards and will be duly punished.
Well, there was something else, actually.
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Bertie Cotton's finger.
Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Not yet.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Okay, did my reputation with these guys rise? 19. Cool, that's almost enough.
For hell.
The general store.
Had your rations yet?
It's not the best choice. Music to my ears.
Well, you still don't have any new products, so that's cool. Wow, these modes are incredibly expensive when you think about it. Oh, we have 6 of these. Don't know where I picked you from, but I'm gonna use you at some point. Trust me. Right then, gonna go to my ship. I'm gonna rest, eat, and drink. Righty then. Next quest. The illustrated manual. Max says a journal was lost passed by a book collector whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. He has marked the location on the map. That's cool. That's a lot of bullets. We do need more bullets for my laser weapons though. So there's that. Okay, I'm first gonna go and sleep, then I'm gonna see if I'll get hungry from sleeping. Is there anyone I have to kill here? Doesn't seem like it. My ship is in a pristine location. Okay. I do wish I had a more comfortable bed. Just for the aesthetics, nothing else. Alright, let's eat, drink and repair this. Let's eat some more. Good. There we go. Let's see, repair this from 23 to 37. How much materials are we going to use for that? Welcome to the Crux 2000 workbench. You can repair and modify your armor and weapons here. 12. Okay. Ah, brand new day with brand new adventures. Well then, we are looking for a book if I'm not mistaken. So let's get to it. Also, I might take some time to see for those bounties that they want me to collect. It's gonna take some time before I get good with the guns, well, with pistols, should I say. So maybe I should use my assault rifle for the time being. But once I have my... Well, I do want a better gun, honestly. don't get me wrong, the revolver is obviously a very powerful weapon. Sure. But I was hoping for something a little bit more heavy, with more of a kickback. Alrighty then. There was a door I wanted to enter. It was locked before. Well, I'm sure it's locked still, but I do want to enter it, and I do have some lockpicks. I believe it was over here. Indeed. Why, hello there. An assault rifle, heavy ammo, not bad. Not sure it was worth it though. Pep pills. Ah, drugs. Alright, let's go this way. There is a building there. Don't see any enemies yet. Ah, there's one. And there are some dead people. Marauding thug. Abandoned outpost. Well, not so abandoned anymore, it seems.
Come out! You hiding! Come out! You scared? Someone hiding? Come out and die!
I can see at least 3 of them. There was supposed to be a 4th one somewhere. Whoa, what was that? Then I got shot in the head there for a second. Slow down, mate.
Make you bleed!
And that's a wrap. Don't hate me because I'm powerful. Oh, you have a hunting rifle. What weapons, what ammo does that rifle actually use, I wonder? 37, 66. I think it's light ammo. No, it's heavy. No. Oh, great. Filled with garbage. Well, if it was light ammo, I was gonna keep it. Okay. An energy brew. Another cannery there. This is gonna be good. I'm not sure what is this supposed to be. That's a lot of heavy ammo. Oh, hello little guy. I was looking for one of you. I need at least another one, otherwise you're completely useless. Collector's letter. I just got a letter today. Corporate oriented me to relocate Edgewater Cannery. Effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running out of my own shop on the community center, selling rare materials. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fruitless and spirit and all. As for the book collection, I can't bear to part with it. I don't want those books motoring in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in the cover over the river. Oh, that's fun. Should I go with ranged again? Critical damage from handguns will go up. I do want to get my tech up as well. Stealth? Dialogue, maybe? Long guns, critical damage plus 50%. Can't wait. Okay, do we have any more? No. Okay then. Let's save it. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill when attacking the correct type of target. They are automatically deliberated. When the collector had to abandon his home, he hid the bound book in a small cave along some other contraband, traveled to the cave and retrieved it. Okay then. That priest better be thankful. Okay, I find I must disagree with your theories about Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened it for us, I believe Halcyon, okay. I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandate inclusion on the Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Jefferson. Of course, I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is to be found out here, amongst the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high cost and the Great War left them in a weakened state. That's interesting. The skip drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. And what is this Great War you speak of? Surely not the First World War. That was a long time ago, no one remembers that. And let's not forget, we lost that war. Okay, I need to find a lockpick somewhere. Some light ammo, not bad. I want to take a look at something. So, if I remember correctly, dodge. We need to be level 20 to be a novice dodger. Novice dodger, that's a funny word. Okay, I'm gonna follow the road because I don't believe I've been this way before. And I need to be careful. There is no telling what can skip out of town and kill me, basically. There is a locked door here. I doubt I'll be able to unlock it with just one lockpick. Yeah, I need 3 more. Someone did a number on these guys. And speaking of numbers... I thought I saw someone here. Ooh, tea. Marvelous. I should make my own collection of tea. Okay, that's a hacker. Light ammo. Drinks. Just be careful. There might always be something in the bathroom you haven't discovered, like, I don't know, a cache of guns, or this thing. I don't know what you are. You look disgusting. Ooh, an assault rifle. Did I kill you guys? Because I don't remember that. Okay, that's number 2. Just 2 more and I'll be happy. And you are? Adreno. We have a lot of health potions right now, so I should feel a little bit more confident. The abandoned outpost. So let's go this way then. Botanical lab. Oh, let's go. And someone killed some puppies.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Hello.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Wonderful. I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Great. Now let's go back to my previous question. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go look for her.
I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma.
Maybe the Marauders took her away.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why Marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
Well, I can think of a few things you can do with someone who is not doing anything. Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around her room.
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Right, I'm gonna keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Maybe she's in a lot of places, if the Marauders found her.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Very well. I've got questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
How well did you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
She might be an interesting companion, so you seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get along with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Nice of you to say that.
What is it?
That's a nice scope on that sniper rifle. If I shoot you, will you give it to me? Oh, I don't know if this is Zoe's house. I forgot where it's supposed to be. But since we're here, we might as well check. Okay then, let's go this way. Ash Primal Hide. How did you kill them? Never mind.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Really? Let's not do that just yet.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too.
Sounds
Something I can help you
delicious.
with? Fresh off the limb.
Wait, what? Fiver, Spacer's Choice. It uses heavy ammo for some heavy damage. Really? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate guns that do heavy ammo, that use heavy ammo. You can't purchase that. It's restricted. We have some junk to sell, apparently. Wow, that was definitely not worth it. I keep forgetting that it's still considered stealing, even if it's outside someone's home.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Today is the day. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat, bounds of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills. warning themselves that the light of the barrel fires probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folks like me, living a life of comfort and ease. Free of any rules, I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucked away some Vaday's food, and I've got some spare coin on the Sotown. Should last me a couple of weeks if I retain some of Adirna time too. Adirna time. Everybody loves Adirna time, even marauders, right? I got ads, those marauders will let me throw it with them if I dangle a couple of strings of Andrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my back and co. Maybe I can even score some of risottos. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. Would you like another? I don't know why I'm writing this down for prosperity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much of adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happens to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate on box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing a lunacy. I like how I pronounced larceny. It's almost like a completely different word.
Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers has gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me a little bit about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
So what happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was going to surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Alright, there's something else.
Hey, I got time.
Never mind then. If I'm not gonna annoy you, what's the point of speaking to you? A coolant tank. Okay, can we pick up apples from trees? Can definitely pick them from the ground, but apparently not from the trees. And that's interesting. Some water, maybe? I don't know. Let's drink. There we go. Oh, missed you there. We're gonna talk in a moment. Make sure she doesn't see me.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Oh, right. I'm not here to join your camp. I was rather surprised that you continued speaking after welcomed here.
Really? Now that you mention it, you don't have the look of an indentured laborer about you. Not nearly enough despair in your eyes.
And there is a certain amount of abuse you need to have before you are considered part of Spacer's choice. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Well, it looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Very romantic. Why did you leave your old house?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
So this is your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I never knew you could grow tripe in a garden.
Ah, cynicism. The privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind. Or at least your irises.
Oh, it's drugged. Wonderful. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Well, Reed also asked me to divert power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them.
So, what do you have against the people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
And you think Reed is just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I will consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Sure. Personal files. Password required. Silent Spring. May Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from the life of Edgewater Cannery. Fortunately, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly the soil is sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Try to having taste of tuna lingering on the tongue. Day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus of brewing. At any rate, the worker was a sorry state. Fever, swallowing, breathing. Delirious. Must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of the folk now. Oh, wow, you can cure the plague. That's kinda interesting. I'm hardly repurposing this botanical lab from the original concept on a gear of the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. The greenhouse may look impressive, but like in Spacer's Choice product, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own 2 hands. The place shall become a nursery before it was abandoned. I understand that horticulturists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the Eternal smile upon my endeavors. The Eternal. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the corps of the region failed because the corporation scientists tended to them as a cold, heartless, inhumane people, acting on behalf of the Serlane of the inhumane power. One cannot expect the crops to flourish with green and reach the sky under the conditions. The soil is sour, it is true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure that the scientization will say something about biology or the carbon cycle, but I conclude, after months of my own experimentation, that the secret of rich and wholesome garden is love, attention and compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic material, just as nature intended. You mean corpses, right? That's what I'm getting here. Hello, little guy. That's an apple cider, right? Apple juice. Oh, that's even better. We can drink it, and it will fulfill our thirst. Tactical shotgun. Haven't seen you before. (24×8). Uses light bullets, 6 in the cartridge, so if I equip you, yeah, it looks cool. Right, back to you. I'm thinking of purchasing that heavy revolver at some point. Just considering it for now. Okay, I'm gonna need to search for some quests in this area, but I'm gonna leave that for the next one. So, thank you all for joining me for this episode, and I hope I see you again next time. Goodbye.